On a fight coming up, Canelo and Caleb Plant. What do you make of that fight?
Well, I don't think anybody 160, 168 right now beats Canelo. But Caleb Plant is a decent fighter. He has a lot of skills. And so he's going to give Canelo a fight. I think it'll be an entertaining fight. But I must say, in my view, there's only one winner, and that's Canelo. But it's, Plant is a good opponent for Canelo, and he'll give him a fight.
You promoted Chavez for the later part of his career. I think you guys did like the goodbye tour and all that. But you have a lot of perspective in the sport, Bob. A lot of people have said, Canelo, if he becomes undisputed, he will achieve more than any other Mexican fighter, and that he should be put in the conversation of like the greatest Mexican fighters ever. If he's able to be undisputed, where do you think he enters in that?
Well, certainly one of the great Mexican fighters ever. Whether the greatest, that remains to be seen. But certainly he belongs in the same type of category as the great Chavez. No question about it, in my mind.
A lot of people would, because like Chavez is seen as like, this like holy thing, and they feel like no one can ever touch or get into his realm or Salvador Sanchez's realm.
Well, they can think that, but and I appreciate that. It's like no hitter will ever be better than Babe Ruth. Well, that's now debatable. It really is. So, I disregard that type of talk. I mean, Canelo is the best of his generation, and he and Chavez fought at different weights, but he certainly, in my mind, belongs in the same category of greatness as Chavez does.
Yeah. You even said you feel that no one beats him at 160, 168. Him and his team have mentioned Beterbiev at 175. Is that a little too much for him, or?
Well, again, Canelo is blessed with a great boxing man as his trainer, Eddie Reynoso. And if Eddie okays that fight, that means that he believes Canelo has the talent to beat Beterbiev. If Eddie doesn't okay that fight, it means that Canelo is not ready for Beterbiev, and 175 against a puncher like Beterbiev may be a bridge too far. Right? So, again, I don't know what Eddie's thinking about it. I know Canelo sat next to me at the Valdez fight because they're in the same camp. And I think he indicated to me that Beterbiev would be a good possibility.
Oh, wow.
Whether it's next or in the future, I don't know. But Beterbiev is fighting on the 17th of December in Montreal against Marcus Brown, the number one contender. And I know that Beterbiev, and obviously...
Yeah, he's been off for a while.
What? No, he fought in Russia.
Okay, yeah.
He fought in Russia.
Yeah. Well, same with Marcus Brown. I don't think he's been very active.
He has not been. So he would, Beterbiev would want to make that match, obviously.
Yeah. What do you think of that fight? If Beterbiev beats Marcus Brown, do you think that's a little too much for Canelo, in your opinion?
I don't know. I just don't know. Listen, the only guy who knows, and not necessarily they can predict the outcome, but knows, is Eddie Reynoso. As far as Canelo is concerned, even he doesn't know because he's a fighter, and he probably would agree to fight Tyson Fury.
When you sat there with Canelo, what did you guys chat about? Was it just that?
Just talk about Valdez. Yeah. And I mean, he's a charming guy, Canelo. I mean, I had never really had a conversation with him, and we didn't talk any business, of course, but he is a really nice young man, and I enjoyed being with him.
Yeah, he's a free agent now. He can go and fight with.
Yeah,
whoever.
it's smart. He can call his shots, and whichever promoter has the opponent, he can work a deal with the promoter. So yeah, I mean, it's a very enviable position.
Good position to be in. Yeah. What fights, I guess, would you like to put together if if Canelo went to you and said, "Hey, Bob, who do you have for me?"
What?
If you could promote a fight with Canelo, who would it be against?
Well, I would look at light heavyweights, like Joe Smith, like Beterbiev, a guy, funny enough, but he's fighting at 160, but he could fight at 168, who I believe would be the toughest opponent in the 160, 168, is the kid who's fighting in November, the night before, this Janibek, the Kazakhstan boy. He is a real super talent.
Seems like the Kazakhs give Canelo a little bit of
Well,
problem.
they're tough guys. I mean, Golovkin's a Kazakh.
Yeah, that's true. Bob, thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.